name is Sal DiLeo, and I am from Westchester County, New York. Concern was I needed to wrap up the deal. I wanted to get the pharmacy sold to the best person, whether it was a chain or whether it was an independent. I needed to know exactly what the direction was and how it was going to be handled. The challenge of selling any business, whether it's a pharmacy or anything else or a candy store, is a very scary it's a very scary process because it's a drawn out process. You want to make the right decision. So I needed to feel comfortable with the people I was dealing with, that it was going to be taken care of in the right manner. And that's why I went to integrity. I went with somebody who had experience. So it was an introduction that was made probably a year before or maybe months before. And then I kept the business card. And, I saw the background of the broker I was dealing with, who went through basically the same process and the thought process. And I said, hey, let me give this guy a call because it's experience. You can't put a dollar sign on experience. Experience means a lot to me. So if you have to pay extra for it, it's definitely worth it, because what experience brings you is lack of mistakes and lack of leaving anything on the table. And that was my comfort zone with dealing with integrity. They had the experience and I knew I was in the right hands. So here's the results that I got. So we went through a process of deciding who to sell and what to sell. I wasn't 100% on either selling to an independent or selling to a chain. I really didn't care. I just wanted the best deal. So integrity found the best deal, and they said it was going to be a chain. And what they did was really get me through the process and make sure I left nothing on the table. And that's exactly what they did. So they pretty much held my hand, even though I was in the business for a long time. It was not the first place I sold, but they really held my hand through the whole process. And at that point, I really needed that. And I was happy about that. The hardest part is making the decision of selling the business. That's the most difficult part. Once you make that decision, then you need somebody to say, this is what it's worth. Everybody has a number in their head, but you want a real number. Integrity came up with a real number. Of course, as an owner, you want the world because you put your sweat, blood, and tears in there. But in reality, there is a dollar associated with every business. Integrity finds that dollar figure, and then they go out and they search for the person on the buy side. So my recommendation would be go with the experience, go with people who have a proven record, and let them handle this for you. Take the emotions out of it. That's the biggest thing, is once your emotions are out, then you can make a proper decision and sell it and have somebody else do the work for you. Again, it's somebody who's been in the business for a long time. It is definitely my recommendation to have integrity do the work for you. You can't do it on your own. It's too emotional. Especially when you're dealing with large corporations, they will find areas to take money away from you. So you kind of need somebody on your side, a third party person, to really come in and say, hey, this is the way it's done. And we're going to do this, and that, instead of trying to do it on your own. People want to do it on your own, to save a commission or whatnot. It's just not worth it. I think in the end, you're really not saving it. It's really going to cost you more. So my recommendation would be to use integrity and go for the broker in between.